Hi everyone, my name is Moronke. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about how to plan a wedding with 10 million naira. If you look at my screen, I'll be sharing a budget estimate with you that has every information on how to plan a wedding with 10 million naira. It's a 400 guest size wedding happening in Lagos. It's a one-day event that has the engagement, the white wedding and reception done on the same day. So I'll be taking you through how we would allocate a 10 million naira budget to be able to cover all the expenses for the wedding. First, we have stationery. Under stationery in the description, we have invitation, menu card, table numbers, paper bags, and reservation tag. We have an estimate of 150,000 naira to cover all these expenses. Moving forward, we have grooming. Grooming is basically anything that has to do with outfits, hair, nails, anything grooming in general. Under grooming, we have bride's makeup. In description, we have two looks. Like I mentioned earlier, we're having the engagement and the white wedding on the same day. So the bride will get her makeup done for a traditional wedding in the morning, and then afterwards go back to the hotel, change into her white wedding dress, and then get her makeup done again to suit her look. If you're very familiar with traditional wedding and white wedding, you know that most of the time makeup that we have on for the engagement doesn't usually suit the white wedding. The white wedding is usually very, very subtle, and aside from that, some churches have their own rules and regulation regarding how the makeup should be. So we have costed about 200,000 naira to be able to cover this expense. Moving forward, we have the hair at 50,000 naira. We have ashoke at 250k. The ashoke is what the bride and groom will wear during the engagement in the morning. Afterwards, we have the wedding dress and the groom's outfits at 300,000 naira. And then we have the second outfit. Second outfit is what she will wear during the reception and after party. The second dress, we have costed it at 100,000 naira. And then we'll have somebody, a separate person who will come and tie the gele of the bride during the engagement, which is what we have costed at 40,000 naira. Going forward, we have the venue, the wedding venue, which we have costed at 850,000 naira. The venue will be demarcated into various sections. We will have a mini area for the engagement in the morning. The engagement will be very, very limited, say 50 to 100 guests maximum. So we'll have that area with a backdrop properly designed to suit an engagement. Afterwards, we would have the blessing area. The blessing area could be outside. The event centers that have a garden as well as the main hall themselves. So if you're using a hall that has a garden and a hall itself, you can demarcate the hall, use one section for your engagement, and then move to the garden for the blessing ceremony, and then back to the hall for the reception. Or if you have a hall that is just the main hall, the decorator can perform magic and transform the hall in a way that we can have three sections. Maybe we can build false walls that would separate one section from the other section. It will also enhance the guest experience. Going forward, we have venue styling and decor. Under venue styling and decor, we have 700,000. Then we have ambience lighting at 150,000 naira. We have rentals, and under rentals we have chairs. Under chairs, we have costed it at 147,000 for 400 chairs. Depending on the kind of chair that you want to use, there are different types of chairs. There are angel chairs, there are deer chairs, there are chavari chairs, there are garden chairs. So depending on your decor, depending on your theme, you'll be able to choose which chair is suitable for you. So majority of the halls don't usually allow vendors inside the hall because some of them work with fire, and then the litter and all of that. So most of the time, they'll rather have the vendors outside. And placing the vendors outside, you have to make provisions for canopies for them so they're not directly under the sun or the rain. We also make provisions for chairs and tables for them. So that's what we have costed at 50,000 naira, depending on the amount of vendors that you'll be using for your own event. Afterwards, we have food and drink. Under food and drinks, we have breakfast. Like I mentioned earlier, it's an engagement in the morning, ceremony in the afternoon, and then the reception. If you are going to have people at your event from morning all through to the evening, you have to cater for them properly. So while the engagement is going on, you can have breakfast. On that breakfast, you can have a wide variety of options, from omelette to bacon to sausages to fruits to sandwiches to akara to pap to moi moi, oatmeal, just a variety of options for people to select from, so they're not just coming that morning and they are hungry and cranky. It's important to also make provisions for drinks for them, say water and juices and all of that. Under that, we have costed about 100,000 naira. Going forward, we have small chops for 400 people at 300,000 naira. We have the main dish, which is Nigerian and Chinese menu, has a variety of jollof rice, fried rice, amala, gbegiri, Singapore noodles, prawn in chili sauce, chicken in sweet and sour sauce. Basically a wide variety of Nigerian and Chinese menu for 400 guests at 1.220 million naira. Afterwards, we have backup for amala, gbegiri, and ewedu for 100 people at 180,000 naira. Going forward, we have desserts for 200 people at 270,000 naira. We have another backup. It's important that you have food flowing at every point in time. There's nothing like meat that's finished or anything. It's better for people to eat 3-4 times for that than for them to say, oh, I got to the wedding and meat's finished. It's very disappointing. So please make sure you make provisions for backup for at least 100 people. Pure this time around, just pure Nigerian menu. We don't need to have Chinese, since we already had Chinese in the main dish. So these we costed at 250,000 naira for 100 plates. Going forward, we have the drivers' food. It's important that you make provisions for the drivers. You can make provisions for pure Nigerian menu, jollof rice, plantain, chicken, gizzard sauce, just something really nice for them. It can be packed, and when they come, you can just hand it over to them. Some clients prefer to have them eat. So we actually set tables for them outside with canopy, and then we give them the food with cold drink. They're able to mingle amongst themselves and juice as again staying in their car. Going forward, we have after party food. If your event is going to be running towards the evening, you need to make provisions for your guests. And if you know one thing about the younger crowd, most of them actually get to wedding these days at 4-5 p.m. So it's important to make provisions for them. Under this, we have asu costed at 100,000 naira. We have mini burgers and hot dog for 100 people at 100,000 naira. We have fish and chips for 100 people at 200,000. We have chicken and chips for 100 people at 180,000. We have shawarma for 100 people at 120,000. We have pepper soup for 100 people at 150,000. And we have an ice cream station. So at every given point in time, food is flowing. There's food at every point. There's something for everyone to eat. Going forward, we have pasta for about 50 people at 90,000 naira. We have the wedding cake at 200,000 naira, depending on the design that you want to do. Depending on your cake design, we also have the traditional wedding cake. Since we have the traditional wedding and the white wedding on the same day, they will cut the traditional wedding cake during the engagement, and then the white wedding cake during the wedding reception. Moving forward, we have drinks for 400 guests that we quoted at 1.2 million naira. Afterwards, we have cocktails and mocktails at 150,000 naira. Then we have entertainment. Under entertainment, we have the MC at 150,000 naira, alaga at 100,000 naira, band at 400,000 naira, DJ at 150,000 naira, special effects, pyros for compatible at 150,000 naira. For personnel, we have photography, videography, ushers, and security. Under photography, we have 450,000 naira. Under videography, we have 200,000 naira. Under ushers, we have 15 ushers at 225,000 naira. Then for security, we have about 8 bouncers at 120,000 naira. Everything we have costed so far amounts to 9.992 million naira. So it's just a few change left to get to 10 million naira. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.